Hi, I'm Tracy from Sexy Aging, and I'm going to be giving you a series of strength-based training workouts for women in midlife and menopause. Why strength training? Well, as our hormones fluctuate during menopause, we lose muscle density very rapidly. Our muscle to fat ratio shifts, and that's the issue with things like weight gain, metabolic syndrome, insulin resistance, poor joint stability, and bone density decreases. So as we increase our strength training, we can combat a lot of those health issues that happen for us as we age. See, aging is not really the problem. Our hormones are having a challenge, and that's a natural life stage, but we can help the way we manage our health in midlife and during menopause by introducing and maintaining some strength training. So these series of workouts, all I've done is show you different exercises that you can do to keep yourself motivated and to understand how to train your body during this stage of life. Each video will have 5, 6, sometimes 7 exercises that you'll be able to do from home or at the gym. I also give you an indication of how many reps and how many sets, or how much time you should spend on each exercise, including the rest periods in between. I hope you enjoyed the workouts. I'll be dropping a new workout every single week, and all you need to do is write down what exercises you'll be doing and go for it. I'd love to hear your feedback and your comments, and subscribe to Sexy Aging so that you can follow for each new workout each week. In today's workout, we are focusing on building strength during midlife and menopause. It's super important that we try to retain our muscle density because it's going to help with our long-term health in the future. If you want to know more about midlife training and training during menopause and managing your menopause symptoms, then watch some of the other YouTube videos or check out www.sexyaging.com. In today's workout, we have 5 exercises. I'll be running you through the technique of the exercises and how many reps and sets that you'll want to do. We're going to be starting with the heaviest weight. If you're brand new to exercise, then start with some weights that are light. However, the big picture here is we want to build lean muscle tissue. So you'll be getting progressively heavier. Don't think about just using those light weights forever. That's not us. We're going to get stronger here. So pick up your heaviest weights that you have today, or weights that you feel comfortable with, because we're starting with a dumbbell squat. So I've got some 8 kilo dumbbells here, and usually I would train with something 10 to 12 kilos would be adequate. We want to execute between 8 and 12 repetitions. So towards the end of 8 or 12 repetitions, it feels pretty tough, and you might even find that it's hard to hold on to the dumbbells. That's ultimately what we want. So to get started with your technique, your feet are underneath your hips. Your core is nice and strong, but you can still breathe, so it's not so tight that you're holding your breath. Your dumbbells are at your sides and your shoulders are down. So if I come from the side, I'm standing up nice and straight. Now, as we push the hips back like you're sitting in a chair, pushing your hips back as the dumbbells come down towards the floor, and you're sinking into your heels. Keep your eye gaze forward. Don't look down. You want to keep your eye gaze forward and your chest high. As you stand up, press into your heels and come up nice and straight without locking the knees. So keep a little tension in the legs by keeping the knees soft. So we're going to take 8 to 12 reps here. So pushing the hips back, keeping the eye gaze up, focus on your breath. You might find it's easy to exhale as you stand. So drop and stand. About 3 more. 2 and 1. Popping the dumbbells down. What you'll do from here is you'll take about a 40-second recovery. And then I want you to take 2 more sets of exactly the same weight and the same repetitions. And now we're moving on to our dumbbell deadlift. Okay, so I'm going to use the same weights here. You might use lighter. We are focusing on the glutes and the hamstrings. So the feet are once again underneath the hips. The dumbbells are in front of you, resting on your thighs. If I take it to the side view so you can see the angle. Now, this is an important one to retain a strong core. You're going to push your hips back as the dumbbells come down towards the floor, like they're pulling you forward. Keep your eye gaze forward. You will feel a stretch running up the back of your thighs and then standing up and squeezing the shoulder blades back. So the dumbbells come down towards the floor, push the hips back, the knees are slightly bent, and then standing up straight. So coming all the way down and all the way up. And once again, you'll take between 8 and 12 repetitions, take a 40-second break, and repeat 3 times. For our next exercise, it's an upper body workout focusing on chest and back and a little bit of core. We're going to come down to the floor and I've dropped the weights. I'm using 5 kilo weights here. You could use 6 or even lighter because we've got a combination exercise. It's called a dumbbell push-up with renegade row. And I'm going to show you some variations on this because if you do get wrist pain, then you're going to want the dumbbells on the floor for the push-ups. Otherwise, if you're okay, you don't have wrist pain, you can hold on to the dumbbells while you do your push-up. You can also take the push-up from your knees. So you're down on your knees, toes down on the ground. So we take a push-up. It's like a tricep push-up. Your elbows are going to come past your body. Push from the floor. And from here, you're going to squeeze one elbow past the rib cage. Place the dumbbell back to the floor. Drop down, push away from the floor, keeping your core strong, squeeze the elbow up. Now what we want to try not to do is to roll to the side, okay? So you want to squeeze into your back muscles as you pull your dumbbell behind you. Now another way to do this, a much tougher way to do this, is on your toes. So down, push away from the floor, squeeze the dumbbell up. So it's a push-up and a high pull with the elbow. So that's your dumbbell push-up with renegade row. Remember, you're going to take about 8 repetitions on each side. So it's going to be 16 push-ups, 8 pulls, 3 rounds, and about a 40-second recovery or as long as you need. Don't go longer than a minute because we want to keep the workout going. For our final round of exercises, I've got a combination. So we're going to call it a superset. It means you've got 2 exercises that you do back to back and then you rest. So the first exercise is an alternating lunge with bicep curls. Making sure I've got space. So with a lunge, you're going to step back and step forward. Now, if lunges are fairly new for you, don't worry about the bicep curl. Maybe just hold the dumbbells at your sides and alternating legs. Remember, you want to keep your back heel lifted and your front knee tracking over your toes. Now, as we add the bicep curl, we step back, squeeze the palms up to the shoulders and squeeze into the biceps. So that way, you're able to work your legs and your arms at the same time. So we're going to take 16 reps or 8 lunges and 16 bicep curls and then pop the dumbbells to the floor, come down into a high plank and we have a mountain climber. 30 seconds, drawing the knees to the chest. If the fast version isn't your jam, then just take alternating knees to chest, replacing the foot before the other knee moves. Pressing into the hands, keep the body flat. So you want to take 3 rounds. Remember, we're doing the lunges with the bicep curls and then straight to mountain climbers and then break. 3 rounds. And that's your workout for today.